Hey everybody, Randy Carson, the musical health coach here. Thanks for joining me today for Fortissimo Friday. I want to talk about what it means to really listen, what that really means. When I was getting my music degree, we had theory classes and we also had ear training classes. And the trick is, if you can hear intervals, and intervals are the distance between notes, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a perfect fifth between C and G. There's a bunch of notes in between, but those are chromatic notes. Anyway, intervals are the distance between two notes. If you can hear the intervals, then you can take dictation. And I got paid a lot of money over the years to listen to something that somebody sent me on a tape and dictate it out and write a chart out for it or maybe do an arrangement to it. So if you can hear the intervals, then you can move on and create things and actually eke out a living sometimes, like I did for a long time. Here's the intervals in music. Very interesting. Okay, this is the octave. Most people are used to that. This is a perfect fifth. Here's what's going on in between an octave. This is a minor second. It sounds like that. Major second, minor third, major third, perfect fourth, augmented fourth or diminished fifth, or also tritone. This is a perfect fifth, minor sixth, minor seventh, major seventh, and octave. Okay, that's what's going on between notes. So, you know what? Listening is an interesting thing, and it's actually a lot of hard work. Most people who are in a conversation are really just hearing, and they're not really listening too much of the time because they're either distracted by something else, the phone, their iPhone or their Droid, or their kids, or their own thoughts maybe. And so somebody may hear what you're saying, but they may not truly be listening. So here's 5 suggestions on how to be a better listener. One way is to show that we're listening through body language. Really paying attention, looking at the person, looking at them straight in the eye, and it makes them feel important, like you're actually listening and caring what they have to share. And you may not exactly like what they're saying, but that's not the point. Listening isn't just listening to be able to respond, it's listening to be able to understand. So, okay, second thing is don't interrupt. Again, if you don't agree with what they say, just listen. Give them time to express themselves because you're really saying to that person what you're saying to me is really important. Another thing is listen between the lines. Again, hearing is more than just, hearing is different than listening. You can hear the words without really understanding their meaning or really caring about what the person says. So look for the deeper meaning in between the words too. Hans Christian Andersen said, where words fail, music speaks. A lot of times people are trying to express something to you, but they can't really use the right words, and so it's hard to understand. So that's why music is such a great thing too, because a lot of people in different languages can still understand music. But here's another thing: summarize back to the person what you think they heard. What you think you heard. I'm sorry. First of all, if you misunderstand anything, then they can repeat it back to you and maybe use different words to help you understand. It's important that they understand that you are truly listening to them. And asking questions is a good thing. That's the last one. Because there are sometimes when somebody's body language will be saying one thing to you, but they're saying something else. Like if they're angry at you, like if they're yelling at you, but they're telling you that they're not angry, it's like something's wrong with this picture. So instead of getting mad at them, maybe stop and say something like, where's my notes here? No, you can just stop and say, you know what, here's what I'm hearing. You're telling me that you're not angry, but you're yelling at me. So there's a different way to communicate things, but it's so important to really listen and care about people. Because as you truly listen to understand, instead of listening just to respond, you're going to mend and make better friendships and relationships, and people know that you really care when they're talking to you. So here's a little Christmas song with some interesting little lyrics to it, and I'll post where I got this from. Obviously, I believe this song was written by Mel Torme, and if I'm wrong, all of you music people out there, just forgive me. So this is called the Music Theory Song. Again, if you can hear intervals, then you can take dictation and do a lot of music stuff. There was a music teacher that really wanted to help during the holiday season teach the kids this particular concept of intervals, and so they changed the words to this song. It's kind of funny. I'll share it with you. You get a kick out of it, hopefully. And if you don't understand, it's okay. Listen to understand. You know. There we go. All right. Octave moving to the mediant, major sixth stepping down to do, major seconds being sung by a choir, chromatic alterations of the scale, diatonic scale descending, scale to minor third, major sixth 2, 5, 7 of 4. Major seconds with their eyes open wide will hear a pretty tritone. Tonight there's minor sevenths in the bridge. There's also lots of minor seconds in the bridge. And every minor sixth is gonna try to hear the supertonic over 5 of 5. Oh boy, where did I go? A motive used to build this simple phrase. Minor sixth, 5 walks down to 1. Although this phrase rises to a high leading tone, drop a perfect fifth. Meet the Flintstones. Sing a perfect fourth or 2. Okay, that's a humorous little Christmas song with the, how to teach kids and students the intervals. Seriously, folks, if we listen to understand instead of listening just to comment, then our communication skills are going to grow. People will know that we really care about them. And listening is an art. It really is. And it also helps your health to know how to listen better, because you don't get stressed out just sitting there freaking out going, what am I going to say? I totally disagree with that. See what I'm saying? So it's so important to develop the skills of listening well. It will really help your communication. Hey, Colleen, I'm glad you're here with us. And Miss Adair, glad you're here too. And Renee, my cousin. Hey, I'm glad you guys are here with us today. All right, you guys have a great weekend. Listen to understand. Show lots of love for people. This is the holiday season. It's a time to be joyous. With everything that's going on, we can still find things to be grateful for, and we can love our family and our friends and celebrate this time together. This has been Randy Karcher, the musical health coach. Thanks for joining me today for Fortissimo Friday. I hope you join me next week. I'll be sharing another Christmas song then, okay? Make it a great weekend. It's always up to you. Take care. Bye-bye.